Patriots' first-round draft pick, N'Keal Harry, will miss at least the first 8 games of this season. The wide receiver was placed on the injured reserve list yesterday due to an ongoing ankle injury. To help out Tom Brady, the Pats re-signed wideout Demaryius Thomas after cutting him over the weekend. So, Shannon, how big of a loss is N'Keal Harry to the Patriots offense?
Not that big. We knew, Skip, that he was been banged up in training camp, and they were going to re-sign Demaryius Thomas. Coach Belichick didn't want that $3.9 million guaranteed money on a guy that's nursing an Achilles injury. He wants the luxury. You know, basically it's a week-to-week thing. No really salary cap ramifications. But Skip, I mean, the Patriots are the best at replacing players, regardless of the player. They are the best at that. Not just running backs and linemen or this one and that. It doesn't matter. Coach Belichick believes in his system. And what evidence do I have? Easy. Tom Brady has never had a receiver since he's been the quarterback catch 50 balls in a season or 600 yards in a season. So what did that tell me, Skip? He loves guys that have experience. When he got Wes Welker, Skip, Wes Welker was with the Dolphins. He was already in his career. Troy Brown was in his career. Randy Moss was in his career. Pure wide receivers we're talking about, because we know the type of relationship that he had with Gronk. So, Skip, I don't think he's going to miss a beat. He's going to throw the ball to Edelman. If they don't take Edelman away, Edelman's going to get his fill. He has 2 big body receivers outside in Josh Gordon and Demaryius Thomas. And if Demaryius can work his way back, he doesn't have to be what he was with Peyton Manning in the year after. He doesn't have to be that, Skip. But if he can get close, if he can be 70, 80%, that's better than what they would have had. Josh Gordon, he's not the Josh Gordon. He's never going to be the Josh Gordon that he was in Cleveland, Skip. Too much time has passed. Too much missed time on the football field has passed. But I'm not worried about Tom Brady and who he's going to throw to. It doesn't matter. Skip already told me he get 3 guys from Gloucester up there and do it.
He may have to. This was a huge loss for Tom Brady. This is the first receiver Bill Belichick's ever taken in the first round of the draft in 20 years. This is 6'2", 228 pounds, going 4'5", 40. This was
like me,
Tom Brady.
He like me, Tom Brady, 4'5", hard 228.
This is more like young Des Bryant for Tom Brady.
Oh, okay.
Because did you see N'Keal? Can we show real quick the catch he made at Arizona State? I mean, this guy is for real. I fell off my couch when Belichick took him. This is back last year at Arizona State. Look at this. And he is ripped. 6'2", 228. He could have filled some of the void left by Gronkowski because he's so big and physical he could shield off little cornerbacks.
Well, they got DT and Josh Gordon.
Every time you watch that, it's
and by the way, he
better.
made one of those catches early in the preseason this year before he got hurt. But this is spectacular, and that's what he would have been for Tom Brady. And now you've got 33-year-old Julian Edelman and 31-year-old Demaryius Thomas and 28-year-old Josh Gordon, who looks like he runs a little older than 28.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
And Ben Watson is going on 39 years of age, and now he's suspended for the first 4
Ben
games.
that old?
Yeah, 39, yeah.
Ben, I didn't know you were that
And
old.
now your starting tight end is Matt LaCosse, and your backup is Ryan Izzo. Really? That's what you got at receiver? That's it. Period. End of story. Really? Philip Dorsett's there?
The thing that you lose with Gronk, Skip, the tight ends don't put fear in you. They know Gronk was dominant. Even though he wasn't what he once was, Skip, he still put fear because he still had that potential to break the game wide open. You don't have that now. You're probably going to... The big play, Gronk was a tight end that gave you big play potential. I don't know how much... Now, they're sure-handed, but I don't know how much big play potential. But you got 6'3" Demaryius Thomas. You got 6'3" Josh Gordon. You still got those big guys, Skip.
You don't love them. You don't love them. You think they're on their downside, right?
If DT can give you 60, 70% of what he once was, Skip, he still can make plays. Now, he's not DT that's going to go get you 1,500 yards. He's not that guy.
I was just so excited because Brady clicked with his kid right away, and they were working out together, and they're throwing together, and it just looked like, oh, he finally got a real guy.
Skip.
Oh, here we go.
Skip, with the exception of Julian Edelman, at the receiver position, can you name any receiver that Coach Belichick has had success with? I know he's only taken one in the first round, but the ones he's taken in the second, third, fourth, and fifth round hadn't been very good.
I mean, the only stretch they had was Randy Moss.
I know.
Yeah, that was it.
Even count as
and you know what happened when he got Randy Moss? He set records. I know Peyton broke them, but he set them.
Maybe Deion Branch. Deion Branch had a stretch. I don't know what round he was taking.
The Super Bowl. I don't know how.
You do know how.
I don't know because Tom Brady should have been that MVP.
Don't do that, Skip. Skip, stop. Stop.
I got to start on that one. Sorry.
The man earned the
Deion
MVP.
Branch went to, where did he go, Seattle? And he did what?
Well, they got, okay, Larry Brown was the MVP.
Well,
he
there
went
you
to
go.
Oakland.
There you go. Yeah. Thank you.
Shocked that the Texans gave up on Jadeveon Clowney. We will talk about that next. Quarterback Jalen Hurts put on a show Sunday night. Hurts made his Oklahoma debut memorable by passing for 332 yards, running for another 176, and racking up 6 total touchdowns in the win. Yesterday, Hurts' former coach, Nick Saban, had high praise for his old quarterback. Take a listen.
I think that, Jalen set a great example when he was here, when he was a player. He was a good leader. He was a good performer. And I also think when things didn't go his way, he showed a lot of character as a person to continue to try to improve himself and do everything he could to help his team. And, in this day and age, you don't often see that. I hear he played extremely well, did an outstanding job, and, that doesn't surprise me in the least bit. And we're really happy for him, not only in the way that he handled himself throughout this entire process, but now that he's having success as well.
We're now joined by Fox College football analyst Reggie Bush. Good to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
Good first week.
It was a good job on Saturday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Feels good.
Appreciate it.
Fun to watch you guys. So, in terms of Jalen Hurts, what shot do you give him to win the Heisman?
Yeah, I give him a good shot. When you think about the Heisman Trophy, it's about 2 things. It's about production and it's about winning football games. And Jalen Hurts gives me both of those things, right? And you saw what he did in that first game. And I think it is a testament to his character, to the type of person that he is, because I thought he handled that situation perfectly.
Right.
Tua takes over, and we all know that had to hurt, right?
Of course.
But he handled it perfectly. He didn't get mad. He didn't complain. He sat, he watched, he waited. Now he got his shot, and he showed up and he showed out. And so now he went from having to face SEC defenses to now having to face Big 12 defenses.
Basically top flight Texas and Florida defenses in high school.
Right. And so,
that's what they are.
Exactly.
Oh, are they really?
And so I'm not sure, the jury's still out on Oklahoma's defense. And when I watched the game with Alabama versus Duke, Tua was sitting by the 4th quarter. Jalen Hurts was playing the whole game.
Well, sort
And
of.
so
He didn't
last
play-
two
he didn't
series.
play all
The last two series, Skip, you ought to be ashamed.
He had 500 total yards through 3 quarters. But you
Exactly.
can kind of creep back in the
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
You had to kind of,
That also ties into the kind of defenses he's going to face this year. And so to me, he played this situation perfectly because now he can just run through the Big 12 defenses if he wants to. I see maybe Texas, maybe Kansas State, but other than that, those are the only teams that I see that can maybe slow him down. Nobody's going to stop him, but maybe the only teams that can slow him down because he has great weapons around him. They can line up, they can play big boy football with Trey Sermon if they want to. Also, he has one of the best receiving cores, but one of the best receivers, C.D. Lamb. And you see him on the highlights, they wide open.
How fast?
Wide open.
Did you see little 14
alone.
just take off with that pass? Little Rambo. You look like Reggie Bush, didn't he?
And we're going to see that all season long in that conference. And so I give him a great shot.
So, by the way, just quick aside, do you think all those coaches every offseason, they say, let's just be bad on defense in this conference? I mean, why are they so bad?
Well, the thing is, Skip, is that guys that want to play defense, they go where they play defense at.
Yeah.
It's just like guys that want to play, quarterback. That's why Coach Saban, it's hard for him to get a top flight quarterback because he's still old school. He wants to run the football first. He's going to prioritize that. And so at Oklahoma, they prioritize offense.
Right.
You're going to throw it, you're going to catch it. And you run the ball, it's going to be in space. It ain't going to be no I formation, no old school. no old school, yeah.
Running back over here.
Yeah. Skip, look, he has a great chance to win the Heisman for 2, as Reggie mentioned. But also, Skip, he puts up numbers and he's at a Power 5. He's at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes put up numbers just like this at Texas Tech. But Texas Tech is not a big school like Oklahoma, and they're not on television like Oklahoma. So he's going to have the numbers. And Skip, let's be real. They don't play any defense. They just try to outscore you. And it might be a situation that he goes against teams that they have better offenses than what the University of Houston had on Sunday. And so he might have to play. And so this might be a common theme for him, Skip. It might be a lot of games that he puts up 500 yards of total offense because someone was explaining, said if you look at Kyler Murray, he's a slot receiver playing quarterback.
Lane Kiffin.
Okay. And he said Jalen Hurts is a running back playing quarterback.
Just because he's